One of the biggest changes just took place as of December 13th, 2023. The FCC, the good old federal government, just did some things that for certain sales organizations are going to smoke them. If you work for an MLM that maybe uses shared leads or maybe data lists that you're calling leads, your day just came to an end. You're not going to like what you're going to learn here. You may well lose your lunch. So, good organizations will still be impacted mildly. But for those of you that are using shared leads, aged leads, scrubbed lists, you want to learn about this, my friends. Even those of you that use telemarketed leads or live transfers, you're being taken out here. The FCC just adopted new rules to close the lead generator, robocall, and robotext loophole and facilitate blocking of unwanted robotext. You're like, well, what is that talking about? Well, let's talk about right here from the FCC, where they talk about closing the lead generator loophole. They just now required, keyword here, my friends, being required to have one-to-one consent. What that means for you is that a shared lead no longer has one-to-one consent, meaning if the lead fills out a form, they now say, Jason can call me. They have to consent to me calling. I can't hand my lead to Mary or Margaret. Those days are done. So insurance agencies that are making a lot of money passing around a lead like the Village Bicycle, say, hey, let me sell you a lead for 14, 15 bucks and sell it another lead to them for 11 bucks, 12 bucks, whatever. Those days are over with. Aged leads 6 months from now, when this goes into full force, aged leads are done right now, legal. Okay. You can use shared leads, data lists, but they're going to be done in 6 months. You need to see this one-to-one consent. If you want multiple people to call a lead, the consumer now has to agree to Mary and Jason calling them. Is a consumer really going to click a bunch of buttons for all these people to call her or him? I don't think so, because they've had their phones blow up from a lot of these unscrupulous organizations, these places that are data mining, where you go for some giveaway funnel, right? And you're like, oh, I get a free vacation or a free bathrobe. Awesome. And you just opted in to having everybody blow your phone up about your home's extended car warranty and everything else, refinancing your mortgage. And these poor consumers have been beaten up. They've taken a beating for such a long time, which is what I think caused this to take place. But you're going to have to reposition to fresh leads as fast as possible, my friends. This is a game changer for you if you work in an MLM or a model that doesn't make their living off brand new, fresh, exclusive leads. Our organization is all about the fresh, exclusive leads. So we don't share leads. We don't. It's all about fresh and exclusive leads. Now, if an agent doesn't have a lot of money, yes, an agent will start with some aged leads and then never look back. The aged lead is just a launching point to get right into fresh leads. Well, guess what? 6 months from now, aged leads have actually been obliterated. Shared leads obliterated. Data lists obliterated. And a lot of organizations will give you a list that they call a lead. They're going to give you data that they call a lead. And when you're dialing disconnected number, disconnected number, disconnected number, you know darn well it's not a true lead. Or somebody leaves your organization and then they hand that lead to you. You can't touch those anymore. This is going to be massive. It's going to be a game changer for MLMs, a lot of agencies that maybe in an L or in an agency that are sharing a lot of leads and making a lot of money reselling leads that really aren't that great anyway. They're charging this same, okay, organization will sell a lead to this person, that person, this person, that person, and this person, making a pile of money on the same lead. And those days are done. This law just prohibits that. It's one-to-one consent. And if you want more people involved in that loop, the client has to consent to each person calling. So lead aggregators are actually put out of the business. Telemarketed lead, okay, companies are now smoked from 6 months. They're out. All this giveaway funnel stuff that gets a very low cost of acquisition, but not a great lead. Once they see this, they're done. This law is going to take out a lot of sales organizations, not ours, but a lot of organizations that utilize some bad methods, in my opinion. So if your agency isn't addressing what the FCC just did as of 2 days ago, listen to that tune, my friends. You want to stay in this business. You want to prepare before this goes into place. You cannot let your organization take you out because you didn't know. All right. You don't want to get to the end and find, oh no, 6 months from now my organization says we don't have leads anymore. You got to go get referrals. You got to go just randomly door knock or do seminars. You want to see this now so that maybe you're in a place where you can make some good compensation. You can make some good digits. A lot of captive organizations, MLMs, you're already at diminished comp, 40s, 50s, 60s, okay, 70s compensation. And now you got to buy exclusive leads. No, thank you. You can do better. You can learn more, but share this with a buddy that needs to know about this. Prepare now before this goes into place. You've got 6 months, and every violation is a massive financial hit to you. It'll take you out of this business. So you want to have knowledge. Knowledge is power, but I want to keep you in the business. So make sure you pay attention to what took place. One-to-one consent, massive fines for violating this. And this is one of the biggest game changers for some bad actors in this industry. And if you need good, exclusive, fresh leads, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. We'll help you. There's some very good lead vendors. And if you're using fresh leads, you really don't have anything to worry about. But if you're at high comp already, the cost of lead isn't a big deal. But I think in the future, cost of leads will rise a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit, because they have to have one-to-one consent, which is no worry for us because we use great lead vendors that we already have one-to-one consent, my friends. We are unimpacted, and I want you to make a profitable living when you make it. If you need any resources or good work, family, jasonfinalexpense.com. Have a